僕は負けない。
I fight for my friends.
You're too slow.